Okay, sometimes we forget how to multiply fractions. They're looking at us and we don't know what to do with them. So I'm going to show you something that I do to remember this. And I call it, use what I already know to figure out what I don't know. So if I take a circle and I divide it into thirds, then I can see that 3 times 1/3 is 3/3. So I can visually see this. So I'm going to write that down. 3 times 1/3 is 3/3, or 1 whole, right? Because any number over itself is equal to 1. Okay, so I'm going to take this first 3 and I'm going to make it into a fraction. And I'm going to look at my numerators, I'm going to look at my denominators, and I'm going to see, is there anything that I can do here? Do I see a pattern with to use in order to figure out how to get this answer? So basically, I got to take this and figure out, how do I get to here with this right here? All right, so I've got, in the numerator, I've got a 3 and a 1. If I add them together, I know that's not going to work because I need a 3. I don't need a 4. I need a 3. But if I multiply 3 times 1, then I'm going to get 3. If I multiply in the denominator, the same thing, 1 times 3, I get 3. So that looks good. So that seems to make sense to me. So let's try another one. Let's do the same circle with thirds. And let's say I only shade 2/3 of it, and I can choose any 2/3, it doesn't matter. But I know if I say 2 times 1/3, I'm going to get 2/3. I've got 2/3 of this circle shaded. Okay, so again, we want to know, how do I take this and get this answer? All right. So I can do the same here. I can put 2 over 1. So we can take any whole number and put it over 1. It doesn't change the number at all. So again, I can multiply my numerators, 2 times 1, and I get 2, and my denominators, 1 times 3, and get 3. So this pattern is working for me, and I feel pretty confident now that this is going to work. So let's just, for an example, let's do one more. And let's divide this guy up into fifths. I have a hard time saying fifths. Okay, so 1 over 5, 1 over 5, 1 over 5, 1 over 5, and 1 over 5. And let's say we want, let's just go ahead and shade 1, 2, 3 segments. Okay, so I know that 3 times 1/5 is going to get me to 3/5 because I can see it. I can see it right here. So 3 times 1/5 is going to get me 3/5. So let's see if our pattern holds true. So again, I'm going to make that into a fraction. Multiply straight across. 3 times 1 is 3, and 1 times 5 is 5. So that works. So I hope you can use this method, taking what you already know, to figure out what you don't know. So I hope that helps. I'll see you in the next one.